Hello, good evening once again. I am Corinne Zulu, a personal development and confidence building coach and trainer. I am so excited to share with you yet another clip of what you are to expect in the upcoming training that is centered on personal development and confidence building, a training that is aimed at helping you discover who you are from the core and helping you build that confidence so that you operate in your area of boldness, your area of confidence, and you'll be able to achieve much more than you ever thought you could be. So to begin this short clip, this short video, I would like you to just take a moment. I want you to ask yourself a very simple but thought-provoking and intricate question. Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered, who am I really? Have you ever stood before a mirror and looked right into the mirror, looking at your reflection, and asked yourself, who am I really? Who is Corinne? Who is Jane? Who is Joshua? Aside from Corinne, the pharmacist, Corinne, the mother of four, Corinne, the wife, Corinne, the media chairperson, Corinne, the trainer, Corinne, the mentor, Corinne, the leader. Who is Corinne? I want you to take a minute and just think about this question. If it is something that you have never done, I want you to take a few seconds at the end of this video. Go and stand before the mirror and ask yourself this question. Who am I really? Self-discovery is a very key component of personal development. Let me break it down like this. It is not possible for you to develop something that you do not know. When we bring it to the real world sense, when people talk about development of infrastructure, first of all, what is needed is they need to identify, to understand, and to discover what that infrastructure is. You cannot talk about developing something minus discovering what it is that you want to develop. So self-discovery is the foundation, the fundamental key aspect of personal development. It is a key component that helps one to build their confidence. A person who doesn't know who they are cannot develop themselves and hence does not have confidence. When you discover who you are, it is very easy for you to stand upon the principles that you have set, the principles and the values that you have set for yourself, and operate in that space with the confidence that it requires. When you know yourself, you walk in confidence because personal development and discovery helps you to walk in confidence. Example. Without knowing yourself, you risk living other people's lives, other people's standards. We've seen this thing before. Just because you think you are like person A and person A begins to sell clothes, before you realize it, you're also ordering clothes and just selling them. Even without knowing that the issue, the aspect of sales, the aspect of business is not something that defines who you are. It's not your core value. It doesn't define your core value. It doesn't define you as who you are. You begin to do it. So when you begin the process of self-discovery, there are three key elements that you need to understand. The first one is self-discovery is about self-awareness. It's about knowing your values, your beliefs, your passions, and your fears. Yes, your fears. It is important for you to identify what your fears are. Your fears become the building block for the person that you hope you aspire to be. Your fears are the building block for the confidence levels that you hope to achieve. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What is it that truly matters to me? There's been instances where people are asked to say, what is important to you? People talk about materialistic things. They will go like, no, a car, a house, finding a job. Those are not personal values. Those are not core values that define who you are. Those are external things that you get to think about and experience as life goes on. Secondly, your story is your strength. Reflect on your past, reflect on your past experiences. This aspect of reflecting reveals lessons and strengths. When you go through the path that you have gone through in the past, it helps you to assimilate, to investigate the different experiences that you were exposed to. And because it is something that has already happened, it becomes so much easy for you to learn the lessons that you otherwise did not know before you went through that experience. It also is important for you to identify your strength. For example, how you overcame a trauma that you went through when you were young, maybe when you were 10, will give you an idea of the strength that you possibly have lost track of as part of your persona. So it is very, very important for you to reflect. At one point, I was faced with a situation where I had to learn to rely on myself. I had to learn what it meant to be independent. I grew up in a home where my dad provided a lot. He provided everything for us. Dad really pampered us, and mom really took very good care of us. And I saw my dad pampering my mom. And then I got to a point in life where I had grown. I became an adult, and I needed to learn how to fend for myself. It was a turbulent time. And when I look back at that experience right now, I realize that there are certain lessons that I can draw from that experience. The mistakes that I made in that area, in that period, I pick them. The strength that helped me to overcome whatever challenges that I had to go through in that space, I harnessed them, and they define who I am and who I stand to be as it is, as the Corinne that you see today. That experience taught me that I am stronger than I thought. There are some experiences that probably some of you will get to learn as you go through the complete training program that I've had to go through, that make me who I am today, that define who Corinne is. Not only to myself, but even to the people around me, that will tell you to say, no, Corinne is so principled. Corinne can't do this. With this, Corinne can't go. There are certain things that people that are close to me and people that know me for who I am will outrightly tell you, even in my absence, to say, this Corinne cannot do. This Corinne cannot say. And there are things that they will tell you, this she can do, this she can say. And there are even things that when people are discussing, thinking about pitching to me, sometimes people will even tell you to say, she would never accept this. It is because I have identified my values, my core values and my principles, and I live by that. In short, I have discovered myself. Thirdly, as you begin to develop yourself, you need to understand that discovery is ongoing. The fact that today I can stand and share with you the experiences that I've had to go through and the experiences that I've seen others go through does not mean I've reached the peak or the apex of personal development. No, I develop myself every day. I enroll myself in different courses that are going on about leadership, about career, about marriage, because discovery is ongoing. And every single day, every year, I learn to get to know more about myself. I learn more about my career. I learn more about my spirituality. So you don't have to have all the answers right now. What is important is beginning. That is it. Growth is something that is continuous. Who you were before isn't who you have to remain to be. Who I am today, the Corinne that you can see today, is not the Corinne that you will see maybe in the next 2 years. Because I will have evolved, I will have developed. I am passionate about personal development and I take it intentional. I'm intentional about developing myself in every aspect of my life. So you see, you need to embrace the journey. The key thing is for you to take a step. Start. Sign up Today, I announced a promotion, registering, signing up people for the introductory course at 100 kwacha only, and that is for students. Why? I am passionate about the young ones. I am passionate about the upcoming generation. I want people to see a generation of future leaders that are going to know who they are and walk in their confidence. Self-discovery builds the foundations of confidence. You know, what makes me feel alive most? Think about it. What is it that makes me feel alive the most? For me, what makes me feel alive the most is when I have an impact in someone's life, in someone's journey. Just like I have decided to have an impact in your life. I want to help you. I was helped by others to discover who I am. And now I want to help you discover who you are. I was helped by others to harness the confidence that was hidden somewhere within me. And I want to help you harness that confidence that I know is hidden beneath you. So don't forget, sign up for the upcoming personal development and confidence building class starting on the 28th of July. We are going full out. It's going to be an intensive period of discovery, an intensive period of learning, an intensive period of building. And I am looking forward to seeing you and to seeing what is going to come out of the you that you think is you. Have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.